We've been spending most of this summer in our 19-foot Airstream travel trailer. After taking about a week break to stay in an Airbnb in Wyoming, we made our way up to Idaho, one of our very favorite places, and we're back in our trailer. Right now we're staying at a beautiful campground in a little town called Stanley, Idaho, which is right outside the Sawtooth Mountains, which is personally my very favorite mountain range. Today we're heading out to go on a hike in the Sawtooths. The past few days we've been here, it's been pretty smoky from nearby wildflowers. The smoke has come and gone a bit, but we had some rain yesterday and I think it cleared a lot of it out. Really hoping it stays that way so we have some really good views. But yeah, I'm excited to get out there and go on a hike today.
Where's your mama? Where'd she go? Are you looking for her?
So before heading out for our hike, we had to stop to get our fun weekend drinks and snacks. We love these Spindrift sparkling water drinks. These granola protein bars that I've never tried before. Some almonds. I got this, which I'm pretty sure is baby food, but the only ingredients are apple, peach, strawberries, and lemon juice. We'll see how these taste. So we just got to the trailhead. This is a pretty popular trail. Thankfully, we were able to find a parking spot. We're here a bit late. It's 11:15 right now. We're gonna get packed up, get the dogs out of the car, and hit the trail. Are you excited? Nobody can tell.
Where are we going, Jack?
Nobody can tell. Do you want to go for a hike? No, maybe we should take you back home. I wonder if other people eat baby food when they hike.
I think they make like adult versions of those.
Probably the same thing, but 3 times the price. The plan today is to do an 8-mile hike up to a lake called Goat Lake. This trailhead also takes you to Sawtooth Lake, which is maybe the most popular hike in this area. Definitely on our list while we're here, maybe next weekend. So we're about 1.5 miles in, and we've only climbed 300 feet so far, which means I think we're gonna have some pretty steep climbs coming up. The trail has been really pretty. It does smell like smoke. I think some more has rolled in. Still much clearer than we've seen the past few days, so that's good.
How much elevation does this hike have?
I think like 1,900 feet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think we have a pretty steep climb at the end.
Wow.
Up to the lake. The Sawtooths are really unique, I feel, from other mountain ranges because they're so pointy and jagged, and they're just really cool.
You know what it is about the Sawtooths?
What is that?
They're just really cool.
Oh my goodness. We're getting close to the final climb up to the lake. If I'm being honest, I feel like this is gonna kick my butt. I think it's about 800 or 900 feet in 3/4 of a mile. The smoke definitely makes it a little bit difficult to breathe, a little bit harder to hike. See how this goes. I don't know if I would call this a trail.
I know, right?
I can't believe the dogs just ran right up that.
They went up the other side.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, that might have been a little bit easier. Huh?
Yeah.
I don't think this is going to be very fun to go back down.
Nope.
Good boy, dog. You got it. Go ahead. He didn't even need my help.
I know. Just needed the support.
Yes, he did. This climb has been super steep, super slippery. Definitely not going to be fun to come back down. We did just come upon this really incredible waterfall. It's so beautiful, so it gives us a little motivation to keep going. The trail has become a bit harder to follow because there's lots of downed trees and rocks. We're keeping an eye on our map. I think we're getting pretty close We just came to some water, so stopping to let the dogs get a drink. For a second, we thought we were going to have to hike up this terrible boulder field. Thankfully, there's a trail over this way. We just had to crawl over some boulders to make our way back to the trail. I'm super glad we downloaded the map because I don't know how you would stay on track otherwise. Wowee. That climb was totally worth it because this lake is absolutely gorgeous. Of course, the smoke hinders the view just a little bit, but it's still incredible. And there's only maybe 2 other people around the whole lake, which is a huge bonus. Time to test out our baby food snack. Can't imagine it wouldn't be good.
I know.
Tastes like a smoothie, probably.
Probably.
I don't really ever eat applesauce, but I'd imagine this is what applesauce tastes like. It's good. I mean, tastes like baby food, I guess.
Yeah.
What I would imagine baby food to taste like.
Yeah.
I'd buy it again.
Good.
The best.
I know.
Doug is having the time of his life diving into the water and catching the stick. It's just about the cutest thing we've ever seen. He's done this a few times before, but it has to be the right conditions because he has to have a launching point into a lake. So stinking cute. Ready, buddy? And then of course Jackson goes and tries to steal it off of him. We just left the lake. That was such an incredible spot. I'm so happy we decided to hike here today. Can't say I'm looking forward to hiking back down. Maybe it'll be easier than the way up, although I doubt it. We're back on a regular path now, and thankfully hiking down all that loose rock actually wasn't as bad as I expected. It actually looks like a lot of the smoke cleared out also. How is it?
Hopefully it doesn't have any giardia. So good though.
Don't follow Paul's lead. We also have a water filter in his backpack.
That I've used.
But not that time.
Not that time.
Douglas, what happened to your boots?
Oh, darn it. Those are some dirty boots, Douglas. What happened to them? Nice work.
Nice work to you too, babe.
9.2 miles.
1,720 feet of elevation gain. I'm a little pooped, I'm not gonna lie. We really prolonged that hike by spending so much time at the lake. We've been out on the trail for almost 6 hours and I don't think we packed enough food for today. I'm definitely looking forward to getting home and having some dinner. Such a great hike. Today we decided to come check out one of the hot springs. There's a few along the road between 10 and 20 minutes from Stanley. We picked up some coffee on the way. It's a chilly morning, so I'm hoping this hot spring is really nice. You can see the steam coming up from the river. I bet the river is ice cold. Wow! So cool. Well, there's definitely worse ways to start the morning than in a natural hot spring in the middle of Idaho with the sun rising behind you and a cup of coffee.
It's so nice to hear the river while we're sitting here and not being able to hear the road even though it's right up there.
Yeah, and I think because it's so early in the morning, there's not that much road traffic either because the highway is literally right up the hill here. And it makes such a difference to have it all to yourselves. So we actually had some friends visiting us in town over the first few days that we were here, and we wanted to come check out the hot springs, but it was a weekend. They all had so many people, like people were jam-packed in these hot springs. On our way back home, we were kind of giving up hope on finding a hot spring we looked across the river and saw a guy standing and also saw some steam coming off the river. Ended up parking, had to cross the river, which came up to like chest height at points. It was freezing, but we did make it over to another hot spring. This morning, it's a Monday, it's really early, sun's rising, and we figured we probably would have a good chance of having one of the hot springs that didn't require us crossing the river to ourselves. I said to Paul, there's no way you're leaving here without jumping in the river first. Not because I want him to, but because I know Paul and he likes cold plunges. So here he goes. You okay?
Ouch. Might not want to include these trails.
So right next to the hot spring, the hot spring's right back there. You can see where the water is coming out of the earth. And I haven't touched it yet, but I'm sure that water is very, very hot.
It's hot, but it's not too hot.
So it's been a pretty ordinary day so far. Until an hour or two ago, Paul and I have been considering buying me a mountain bike for a while now. It gets pretty expensive to rent mountain bikes, so we didn't want to keep doing that. Paul was looking on a used website called the Pros Closet, and the perfect one came along. We decided to buy it this afternoon. We're getting it shipped to a shop where they're going to do the build for us and assemble it. Now we're celebrating with some pizza. Then we're going to head to Redfish Lake, and we're gonna go to the dog beach there, and then they have live music tonight. Should be a really fun night. I feel like we might get pretty judged for our pizza toppings. We've been on a kick where we've been getting jalapeno, pineapple, and either Canadian bacon or pepperoni. This time we got jalapeno, pineapple, and then half with Canadian bacon, half with pepperoni. I never thought we'd be pineapple on pizza people. We had it one day and we've been getting it ever since. It is really good. We're here at the Redfish Lake Dog Beach, and if you're visiting this area, I could not recommend this dog beach enough. This beach is specifically designated as a dog beach. The other beach, dogs aren't allowed at all, I believe. It's definitely a little bit smoky here. It's still super gorgeous. It's a beautiful evening. The dogs are having a blast, and we're gonna hang out here for a little bit and then go watch some live music. Poor little Douglas loves to go retrieve things in the water when they're really far out. He loves to swim as far as he can and go get them. But the problem is that Jackson is a little bit of a faster, of a faster swimmer than him. So Doug can never catch up and he gets a little sad. He just let out a couple cries because he wasn't getting enough throws. So what we have to do when that happens to give Doug a chance is we have to hold Jackson back. We have to say, okay, it's your brother's turn, you have to wait. And then we throw it to Doug and he gets all excited because Jackson isn't coming after him. But then we let Jackson go and Jackson usually catches up to him by the time he's back to us. It still gives Doug a chance to go catch something and he gets so excited.
Now one for Jackson. Good boy.
So happy. An incredibly rainy day. Pretty much from the moment we woke up this morning, it rained non-stop. We had little breaks, but then it would just come back, and there was some pretty heavy thunder too. So thankfully it cleared up beautifully and we decided to take a risk. We saw more rain was potentially coming on the radar. There's a scenic drive that I've been wanting to do that we did last summer, and we're actually making our way to an incredible campsite that we camped in our rooftop tent on top of the Jeep last summer. It is definitely the most insane campsite we have ever been to. We are really hoping that it's open and we could just make a little pit stop there and just enjoy the views, take it in. The sun's getting low in the sky, the clouds are beautiful.
Up to the campsite right now, and it doesn't look like there's anybody here, which is just unbelievable. There's no one here.
Wow. Last summer we felt like we hit the jackpot when we found this campsite. It has incredible views of the Sawtooth Mountain range, and I feel like because it's really tucked back here off the main dirt road a little bit up a hill, people probably find a campsite that also has really great views and want to snag that one, don't want to risk missing out on one. So it seems like maybe not that many people camp up here.
Shannon's sitting in the car because she's chilly. So I found my trusty pullover. It's going to be a leg blanket for her.
To the rescue.
Nice and toasty.
I had to come park the car in a different position so I could still enjoy the view but also sit in the car with the heat on and the heated seat on, because it's 56 degrees right now and it's the end of summer and that just feels really cold right now. But I have an incredible view from right here, so I'm gonna stay toasty and enjoy the mountains at the same time. Adventure was definitely short and sweet. It's actually almost 8:30 and we go to bed pretty early, so it's getting close to bedtime. So we're gonna drive back to the RV park, but it was good to get out of the Airstream because like I said, we've been cooped up all day long with the rain. It's the next day now and we're out doing a little bit of exploring. Paul went for a mountain bike ride, so I brought the dogs out on a little adventure of our own. There's a dirt road that I've been scoping out the past few days and I wanted to come check out and drive to the top. I thought it might have some pretty great views of the Sawtooth, so we just finished driving up that dirt road, found a place to park at the top, and we're gonna do a little bit of exploring. So vehicles have to stop back here. There is a trail right here that says no motor vehicles that I think we can hike up. So we're gonna hike up to the top of this hill and go see what's up there. So I thought we'd have a better view up here. Unfortunately, it's all blocked by the trees. We're gonna head back down that steep hill and see if we can maybe find a viewpoint at the bottom. Looks like I probably could have just stayed down here by the car. You go right past those trees and you have some great views of the mountains back there. You boys want to keep exploring? So we drove about 20 minutes down the road. I'm feeling like doing a little hike, nothing crazy today. The skies are very blue, which we haven't really seen for a few days. Everything's been really hazy, pretty smoky as you've seen. It's nice that just 20 minutes down the road we can escape the smoke. I didn't talk very much on camera during this walk because I actually called my mom to catch up a little bit. Hi Mom, I know you're watching this, but we're headed back to the car now. Not too exciting of a day, but glad we still got out for a little adventure. We are back at the Redfish Lake Dog Beach. So I thought I'd show you what it looks like on a clear day. Back at camp, the smoke is starting to roll in very quickly. It's pretty windy out. I think that's blowing the smoke in. So I wanted to be sure to get the dogs out while it was still clear down here at the lake. I've been watching the air quality map. You can tell such a difference on a clear day versus smoky day. Oh, Jackson, he has to shake off right next to you. So we're back home now. I know you guys are probably so tired of listening to me talk about smoke. I'm not sure I've ever seen smoke this bad. It got really, really bad on the way home. We kind of considered, should we pack up? Should we go stay somewhere else tonight? But we only have 2 more nights here, and we've obviously seen that the wind can change the smoke and the air quality so quickly that it really can come and go. So by tomorrow morning, you know, it could potentially be all gone and be clear again. So we're gonna stick it out for now. We're gonna stay here. The sky is just this orangey glow. The sun looks crazy, and it's a little scary. Hey guys, so this is actually Shannon from the future. I was reviewing some of the footage from that last video and watched the last clip, and because it was so windy, you could hardly hear anything I was saying. We're heading out tomorrow. We've got a 4 hour. So we're actually at our next campsite now, which, side note, I cannot wait to show you. This is definitely one of my very favorite places we've stayed yet. The RV spot is very unique. As you saw me mention many times, the smoke was coming and going, but the fire was actually on the opposite side of the Sawtooth Mountain range. On our last stay there, I got the dogs out for a walk about 20 minutes south of us because the air quality was, I think, above 200, the AQI it's called, and that was really bad. Thankfully, the air quality was still better further south. It was only like 50 or so. So we went down there, got out of the smoke, went for a walk. By the time we left, they were starting to close highways. They also closed Stanley Lake, and we heard that everybody camping there had to leave. And they also started closing trailheads, one of them being the Iron Creek trailhead, which is the trailhead that we took to do a hike to Sawtooth Lake, which wouldn't be in this video, it will be the next video. And I read an article just this morning that it's because the fire did jump the ridge of the Sawtooth Mountains, and it's starting to spread even further. So it's pretty scary, pretty sad. I am thankful we got out of there when we did, and right now we have really great air quality. It's super clear. We're in Montana right now. When I look at the air quality map, it is pretty close to us, so I'm really hoping that we continue to have clean, clear air, and hoping that they're able to get that fire down by Stanley under control and protect the houses, and that everyone stays safe. So yeah, just wanted to hop in here and redo the last clip of this video since I couldn't hear myself, and wrap things up again. So hopefully you enjoyed watching this video, coming on our adventures in Stanley. The Sawtooth Mountains still stand as probably my very favorite mountain range. There's just something about them that is just so special to me. So hopefully you enjoyed coming along. If you're not already, we'd love if you subscribe to our channel and gave this video a thumbs up. Thanks as always for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure.